Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I am here with a really nice video because Vanguard decided to reduce the total expense ratio for 6 of their UCITS ETFs, and you can see immediately there are huge reductions, so reduction of their fees of 13.6 up to 33.3%. So that's really nice, and like that, we Europeans finally get a reduction on our fees, just like our American friends in the USA. But there were 169 funds that were reduced in the beginning of the year. On the 1st of July, we already got a reduction on some bond usage ETF from Vanguard. But I'm not really interested in those. But if you are interested to know that, you can find the announcement online for sure. And now Vanguard announced the reduction for 6 or 7, it's to see how you look at it, equity usage ETFs on the 7th of October. So next week they are going to go into business. Only 6 usage ETFs, but when you are one of the lucky ones that invest already in those funds, you will get a reduction of 0.02% up to 0.05% in the total expense ratio of your fund. And this corresponds to 13.6 up to 33.3% reduction in the fee that you already paid before. So on the 7th of October, you are going to be happy because you will need to pay less fees, and less fees means that you are compounding more of your own return instead of giving some of your return to Vanguard. So which funds are actually going to receive a total expense ratio cut? Well, first of all, it's the FTSE All World Accumulative UCITS ETF. Always here you will see the ISIN code appear, and then of course in Europe you always have the same thing. You have different kind of tickers in different countries. So you have VWRA, you have VWCE, and VWRP for the FTSE All World Accumulating ETF from Vanguard in Europe. And the total expense ratio is going to go from 0.22% to 0.19%. And then this means that you are going to receive a reduction in the fee of 13.6%. Then you have the FTSE North America UCITS ETF, also an accumulating type 1. And this is the ticker the ISIN code, and the ticker symbols are VNRA, VNRG. And the new total expense ratio is going to become 0.08%, and this is a reduction of 20%. The next ETF that is going to see a total expense ratio cut is the FTSE Emerging Markets UCITS ETF, also an accumulating type 1. These tickers are VFEA and VFEG, and the new total expense ratio is going to be 0.17% with a reduction of 22.7%. Then you have the ESG Emerging Markets All Cap UCITS ETF, also an accumulating type, with the ticker symbols V3MA and V3MB. And there the fee is going to be reduced with 20.8%. And then you have, whether or not it's 6 or 7, it's up to you, but you have the unhedged and you have the hedged FTSE Japan UCITS ETF, both accumulating ones, but the hedged one is of course a little bit more expensive than the unhedged one. So for the unhedged one, the fee is going to be reduced with 33.3%, and for the hedged one, it's going to be 25% of a reduction there. So a fee of 0.15% compared to 0.20%. And then the final one finally a distributing type one, the Germany all cap UCITS ETF, and only one ticker symbol there, VGER, and there the total expense ratio is going to drop from 0.10% to 0.07%, so a reduction of 30%. So a lot of German investors are going to be really happy to see that. And I must say, I'm really happy for all the people that are seeing this reduction. You can look at the announcement on the following link. I will put the link down below. I will let you see the announcement here. So they announced it today on the 30th of September. That's why I'm making this video now. I was planning on making my update video on my U portfolio, but yeah, I'm a little short on time. You see it as well that I'm posting it really late this evening, this video, but I think it's really important that we highlight such announcements because lowering the fees is always good. And yeah, you can see the list here. The only thing that I found a bit annoying was that you really needed to click on the fund's name to know whether or not it was going to be an accumulating or a distributing one. So you don't know it from the name because they always have an accumulating type and a distributing type one. So you really have to click it. And then here on this one, I also have a remark. It's true that in the beginning of their existence, Vanguard was the cheapest one around, especially for the mutual funds that they made in 1975 and the following years. So Jack Bogle was really, yeah, he was a groundbreaker, in fact, for the industry and for a lot of investors. He was a god gift. And yeah, the last few years they are in fact not the cheapest ones anymore. So lowering their fees is a good thing, but yeah, when you look at other providers, you have X-Trackers, Spider, Invesco. They go often under the total expense ratio of Vanguard for the same indexes. So when you decide on an index and you also have other providers like X-Trackers or Spider or Invesco, always do your own research. Go to the different platforms that you have, like Just ETF or Extra ETF. Those are not the only ones. You can go to other platforms as well, but always check whether or not you have providers that offer the same index for a cheaper total expense ratio. Because a lower expense ratio means that you save in on costs, and those costs that you save can compound for you and not for for the provider that is taking your money away. And as I said, it's really important to still thank Vanguard for lowering their fees, because when good things happen, we need to highlight them as well. It's only one distributing ETF, and you know, I'm a channel for dividend investing, so it's it's a little bit sad that there was only one distributing ETF on the list, but maybe in the future others will follow, and I hope that it gives other providers, and especially then BlackRock or iShares, an incentive to lower their fees as well. I hope that the inflow towards ETFs that have a high total expense ratio is going to diminish more and more, so that those providers also need to lower their fees. So yeah, BlackRock, they were cheap one instance of the time, but lately they are actually one of the most expensive ones around. UBS, last 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, they lowered also a lot of their fees and they became much cheaper. They saw a lot more inflow since then. So I think they were really happy with their decision to lower the total expense ratio. And I hope that BlackRock sees that lowering the total expense ratio offers you actually more money. And when more money comes in, even though you lower the fees with a few percentage points, you will get more money in the long run. So now I'm hoping that VHYL is going to get a reduction as well from Vanguard and other ETFs as well, because they have a lot of distributing ETFs that haven't got a reduction in years for now. So I'm hoping for a reduction for those as well. And with that being said, thank you for watching to this one. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Hit that like button as well, that helps out the channel enormously. And thank you for watching this one, and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.